Sprout AI is now in beta, and we're so excited. This is an AI tool built into Sprout that knows you and your clients while writing. You see, there's three pieces to consider whenever you sit down to put pen to paper and to write. Number one is what you want to say, just sort of the intention. Number two is how you want to say it, which is the tone. And then number three is the words to say it, which is what we call the tactic. Sprout AI can help with at least the second two, perhaps even a little bit the first one. Let's take a tour through Sprout AI so that you can learn how it works, you can see how to use it, and then you can see how you can train Sprout AI to know you better. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to set up your brand voice. So click the settings button in the lower left, open branding, click brands, and you can do this for each one of your brands. I'm just going to open up one of them to start. There's a new brand voice section here. You're going to want to click that. And this is where you're going to fill out all of this information here to train Sprout AI to know you better. So the first thing is the type of photography. So basically fill in the blank. I'm a blank photographer. So for this one, I'm going to say I'm a wedding and portrait photographer. Next is brand differentiator. This is basically going to train AI to better understand what makes you different, what makes you unique, so that it can write content that's more relevant for you. So fill in the blank or answer the question, what makes you different as a photographer? So I'm going to put this one in here. There we go. And then the last one is the brand tone and style. This is basically where you can tell Sprout AI how you write. What is it like when you are talking to clients? Are you short and sweet? Are you long and poetic? Do you use complex language or do you use simple language? You can get as nuanced as you want here by saying, hey, my writing style is. Now, if you don't know how to describe your writing style, we actually built a tool for you called the Sprout AI Tone Trainer. And when you open this up here, all you have to do is copy and paste some content that you've already written, maybe from your website or some emails that you've already sent to clients. And then Sprout AI will analyze it for you and then tell you what your brand tone and style is, and then put it back over here in the modal. So for example, I'm going to go over here to my website. I'm going to copy a whole bunch of text here. Maybe I'll just stop right here. And then I'm going to paste that in here, and I'm going to click the train button. As you can see down here, it filled out what my tone and style is. My writing tone is casual and conversation, aimed at creating a personal connection with potential clients. I use a friendly tone and address the reader directly, evoking a sense of trust and familiarity. You can see how nuanced this got here. That's super helpful. Now that I have these three things filled in here under the brand voice, I can save this in my brand. And now whenever I'm writing an email or writing content using Sprout AI, it's going to be using this as training to better understand how I write as a photographer. Now let's go and see Sprout AI in action. So I'm going to click the communication button here and then email templates, and we're going to make a new email template to start with. The Sprout AI tool is going to live just up here, and you're going to see it both in email templates. You're going to see it in the email modal when you're writing an email to existing clients in a lead or in a shoot. And you're also going to see it in the email modal when you're writing an email that's not attached to a lead or to a shoot. The two options that we have here are Magic Compose, which is right here. This lets you write a new email from a prompt. We're going to use this one in just a moment. The second option is Tone Shift. This lets you rewrite the email that you already have in this email based on a specific set of instructions. We're going to start by opening the Magic Compose modal here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is type in what is the idea, what is the intention. This is what we talked about earlier. So what is it specifically that you want Sprout AI to write for you? Now you can click one of these pre-done prompts just to get some ideas, or you can write something yourself here. The next option is to choose length. Is it short? Do you want it to be medium or long? And then this is where you can choose in this email template modal which brand voice you want to use. I'm going to use the one that I already set up here. Next, you're going to click the write button. So what's happening behind the scenes here is Sprout AI has gone and used all of that context, used all that information that you gave it, and it's now going to write you this email here based on all of this. And it's going to use the variables that it already has in here that it knows that Sprout has. And what I could do now is just review it and then click finish and add content, and that would add it back over here. Or if I want to make some revisions here, like for example, if I click revise and say, make this a bit shorter, and there we go. So now I can click finish and add content, and it has added it here to the email modal. And now I can save this, I can revise it as if I had written it myself. Now the tone shift option allows you to open this up here based on content that you already have, and you can make revisions to it based on these prompts here, or you can have a custom tone shift here and type something yourself here if you want to make revisions. And that's it. That's Sprout AI. It's in beta right now, so feel free to enjoy it, kick it a little bit, play with it, see what you think. We'd love to have your feedback. Like many AI tools right now in today's day and age, this is really just the beginning. There are limitations that we've put in place for things like how many requests can be made within a certain amount of time, whether it be in one request or per day, per hour, so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that we're still learning about how to integrate with AI, and we're not sure how Sprouters like you are going to be using it. So we do have limitations in place just to make sure that we have proper guardrails. Sprout AI is currently free to try, free to play around, have fun, use it, explore it. We're going to be monitoring the use of it and the cost, because it costs us to implement this, of the tool over the next little while. And then along with your feedback, we'd love to see what this looks like to roll out of beta. Play around with it. Again, this is just the beginning, but we want to expand it. We want to make it more fully functioning. We want to see what's working, what's not working. How do we make it more useful? What parts of Sprout AI aren't working for you? So hop in there. It's free. Play around, have fun, and you're going to see a survey that pops up in Sprout. If you've used Sprout AI, it's going to pop up from time to time for you to share your feedback on how you're liking it. Is it working? And then what kind of feedback do you have for us? We'd really appreciate that feedback in advance. Otherwise, enjoy Sprout AI.